Aaron Murphy here at TD Garden after what can only be described as probably the craziest hockey game I've ever seen in person. Joined by ESPN bosses Joe McDonald and Jimmy Murphy. We'll start off with you, Murph. Okay, a 6-5 overtime win, but first of all, tell the viewers and the followers in Europe, I mean, that was without a doubt the craziest hockey game we've seen here at TD Garden.
Well, it's not something you'd expect from the Boston Bruins, I'll tell you that, and just the way this series has gone, I mean, you weren't seeing a game like that coming at all, and it was the type of game I think that the Blackhawks would benefit off, but at the same time, somehow the Bruins found a way to hang in, they get it to overtime, so it just shows you how close this series is.
A lot of fight back and a lot of compete by the Bruins. I mean, they were down 3-1, 4-2, 5-4, kept coming back. Tuukka Rask, very uncharacteristic tonight, Joe, just couldn't seem to close the door when it counted. Maybe talk to you a little bit about Tuukka. I mean, he carried the mail so much in Game 3. It was going to catch up to him here probably in Game 4.
Yeah, Murph, it really did. And if you had said prior to this series that at one point Tuukka was going to allow 6 goals, I would have said, you're out of your mind, you're crazy. It was almost more like a hurling match out there. I mean, he's just, he wasn't sharp at all. There were a lot of defensive breakdowns in front of him, which caused a lot of those goals. But the thing is, this wasn't the Tuukka Rask that we've seen in the entire Stanley Cup playoffs.
And Claude just told the media in there that all of us assemble, and he's just like that. A lot of our game was very average tonight, and average isn't good enough at this time of this season. What do you expect from Boston Saturday night in Chicago?
I think you're going to see a very tightened-up defense all around, both from the forwards and the defensemen. I think Tuukka will rebound nicely, but I also expect the same for Chicago, and I think we're going to be in for more of what we saw in the first 3 games. I can't see that happening again because both coaches just won't allow it.
Huge for Jonathan Toews to get on the board tonight, Joe.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, this was a guy that they really needed here to get going. And not only does he get on the board, but he was playing more physical. He was chirping out there. He was really getting in the Bruins' faces a lot, even after the whistle. And that's the type of player that he needs to be in order for the Blackhawks to be successful.
They got on the power play as well. I mean, a lot of things were happening for Chicago tonight that was missing in Game 3. Important that Patrick Sharp goal, but let's talk about Patrice Bergeron as well. I mean, he's got 3 power play goals in this series, and that's been an ugly power play, but Patrice Bergeron is bringing it.
He really is. But, the Claude Julien made an interesting point before the Game 4 to the media. He said, he doesn't get enough credit for his offensive game, but that's because he's balanced, and he's not going to just throw it all on the offense there. And somebody said, are you surprised, that his plus-minus and all that? He said, no, this is because Patrice Bergeron knows how to play at both ends. He can do everything, and that's what he is. He's Mr. Everything for the Bruins.
Okay, one last one, Joey. I'm going to put you on the line here. Who scores first, if at all, Seguin or Jagr?
I think those are the only 2 guys, right, and Sean Thornton that haven't scored for the Bruins in the playoffs. Both Seguin and Jagr are right there. They're on the verge, and I thought Seguin was going to get one tonight. But, all right. On the spot, I say Jagr in Game 5 gets it first.
I've been saying Jagr all week.
Can I get in for all the Irish folks watching? I'm going to say Sean Thornton. But quiet, man.
You know what? There's no reason why he couldn't. The way the other 2 guys have just been snake bit around the net.
Be cheering in Belfast for him.
Well, his family are staying up till 4 or 5 in the morning watching. If he gets one, the place will be going mad up there at the Odyssey. Look, thanks for taking the time to join us on ESPN in Europe, and good luck in Chicago and the rest of the way.
Thanks.
Slancha.
Cheers. You can follow along on ESPN America, on Twitter at ESPN America, and of course you can watch the games in continental Europe on the channel. Take care.